In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to set up the jaw. This is the effect we're looking for. We want the jaw to also open when the mouth does. Not only that, we also want the jaw to rotate with the head. That means it has to deform, it has to have the shape animated. The good news is you don't have to go through that again. All we have to do is duplicate the head. I'm gonna center this. And remember, don't duplicate it here. Duplicate it in the project panel, not in the time panel. Project panel. So you select it there, head, Control D, and rename it jaw. I'm going to take the jaw and drop it, drag and drop, not in the composition panel, but here in the timeline panel above the head there. Remember, when you do that, you have an animation of 20 frames. So the first thing I want to do is copy and paste the time remap property. To do that, press the R 2 times, select time remap, copy, and paste it on jaw. There it is. Now I'm going to extend the duration for this layer by clicking and dragging here. There you go. Now, the next thing I want to do is put it in position. Okay, the best way to do this is actually the most precise way is by selecting both layers and work with this transparency, just as we did when we were working with the lines for the shoulder, remember? So I'm going to maximize this, and remember, if you're doing this, remember to have it on full. Here it has to say full, not quarter, not anything else. It has to say full. Okay, and I'm gonna put it, okay, let's see, I think there. Yeah, I like it there. Now I select both of them and bring the opacity up. There it is. Now all I have to do is take the jaw and parent it to the head. What that does is that anything that happens to the head is going to happen to the jaw. Right now I have an exact duplicate of the head, and what I want is only the jaw. So to do that, I'm going to create a mask. To create a mask from this layer, I'm going to solo it by clicking on this switch in the timeline, the solo switch, and I'm going to bring one of the rulers below the nose there, and I'm going to create a mask for this layer. The mask is created by pressing G or selecting this pen tool, so I prefer to press G, and let's do it like this. And now if I press V or select the selection tool, you can move these points and they will snap to the ruler. If you don't have the ruler, you can press Ctrl R, and to have this snapping action, in the view menu you can show the rulers and toggle this option of snap to guides. Okay, now I'm going to do this. I need the anchor point of this layer to be here, because this is the effect that we want. This is what I'm going to animate. It's going to grow bigger and smaller. That's the effect. But right now it's growing from this anchor point. So what I want is to put this anchor point in here, in this line. Press the Y and just put the anchor point there, centered. All right. Now, if I scale it, now it gives us the effect we want. Okay, very good. That's it. That's it for the jaw. It's all set up. Now all we have to do is put the expressions and we're set to go. Let me open the expressions, and this is the expression we're gonna be working on, jaw comp. And requirements: anchor center on top of the layer. There it is. We already did that. Remember, this is the anchor point and it's on top of the layer. Very good. Now the time remap, just copy and paste from head. We already did that. Very good. Now this is the only expression we need for scale. So I'm going to copy it and paste it in here. Select the jaw. I'm going to maximize this. Press S to get the scale and Alt click on the stopwatch. Paste. And let me extend this. And I scrolled up. Don't worry. So this is all I have to do. I have to, we need the head control. Let me bring this down. It's going to give me an error. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna fix it. We need the effects for amplitude, amplitude min, and amplitude max. All right, is that all? Yeah, that's it. And this is all I need. I'm going to pick whip from head control, effect, amplitude slider. Okay, this is the amplitude. Now, this one, the amp min, all we have to do is just pick whip any of this data that we need here. Audio, amplitude min, and careful, in here we need, I made a mistake. We need the jaw scale smoothness, which is, I'm going to get a mistake again. Yeah, an error. Don't worry. Okay, this slider, the jaw scale smoothness. And that's it. If I click on the effect controls panel, I can modify the scale smoothness to something that I see look like. Okay, this is what it does. If you preview that, you're gonna see that it's working, but it's opening too much. So this,
look at my lips, I'm talking.
So if I, for example, put 1.5, it's going to soften.
Look at my lips, I'm talking.
It's softened it a little bit. So let's try, for example, 2.5.
Look at my lips, I'm talking.
And that's the one that I loved. Yes, 2.5. So you can play with this number. And that does it for this tutorial, for this lesson. We still need 2 more things to do with this character here. To be able to see this character from the front or from the back, and we do that with a switch similar to the one we used on the arms, remember, to put it in front or in back, in his back. Very good. And lastly, his blinking animation. We do that with an expression. Instead of working with keyframes, we only put an expression, and the expression takes care of the blinking. Very good. Now, wait, there's one thing here. This little square, the audio amplitude, we don't need to see it. So I'm going to switch off the visibility and lock it, and also make it shy layer. There you go. Now, it won't bother us anymore. And that's it. See you in the next lesson, in which we're going to work for the front back switch for the whole body.